back to the NDS. We are here at ZenJoltis for the 25th race of the season. This is the regular season finale. Take a quick look down qualifying. And right back up. Here we go. '23 of RS Fast Lane 11 on pole. And down the front stretch, pace car coming in. It's going to be the green flag to kick off the Hololive 499. Pack racing is going to get really intense here. RS Fast Lane 11, Ringo, Hyperdrive all stacked up on the bottom. It's going to be who's going to be able to get out there first. Couple that with the intense battle on points to get into the top 12 between 66, 71, and the 9. We're going to be seeing a lot of battling. Might overstep our boundaries here. But the first green flag run is about trying to survive till the first caution. That's all it takes. Currently, RS Fast Lane 11 is managing his lanes very well today. I still think there's plenty of power from behind that he might not be able to protect from. That one racer, powering around the bottom, could be a challenge. The 8 car, seeing a middle lane as everybody storming up. Gamma left a hole for the 2 car. I saw that. That could have been bad on the jump to the start, but there they go. There could be a rotation of lap leaders. There could be a dominant car out front managing the draft. It's all about how you play this. And the better you play it, the better you'll do. Everybody's still here. Krugermeyer in the 6, jumping low for a potential lead here. Notice some of our fantasy drivers are able to shine. The 2, Joe Mama, Bunger, Darkest Presence. You'll never know who's going to be in contention until we actually see how it ends. Some drivers caught themselves in pretty bad positions here. Dirtman 5's doing pretty good. Just see so many impact. Jerry in the 4, running that bottom lane. Several drivers who are in dire straits on points are going to be going all in for this win. Jerry among them is 22 of Gamma, also looking to make the move on the low side. You know who's worked his way into a pretty good position? The 71. Coming into his own here. Actually managing to draft a little better than both the 9 and 66 back there. We'll be talking about that battle a lot. Speaking of battles, regular season title could be going down to either RS Fast Lane 11 or it could be going... Oh! Big problems in the back. Team Duke. Up and over. The 84 goes. The 9 damaged. The 11 heavily damaged. Logan's in it. Toad's in it. Hyperdrive gets a piece of it. Billy Mays. Back up front, we see the battling here. Fink in the main pack still. Krugermeyer leading us back as we're under caution. On the exit of 4, we saw trouble brewing there. We're talking about that regular season battle. Both RS Fast Lane 11 and Jake made it through. Let's take a look at moment of caution. Looks like Landon was the first to go around, wherever he may be. He is right there. Yeah, Landon I think Fred Jones and CS Fast and 11 had something going. It's just Landon had to go down. The 23 was there and just not a hole to fill. And that's going to get them all stacked up in the back. And nowhere to go for the 9. That is not what he wants to see. The 84 up and over. The 66 getting a little bit of damage, but is relatively unscathed. Team Duke taking a tumble. That 84 got some pretty big time there. Let's go far chase from the 38. This is Racing Fan 880. And yeah, I think it just opened up low. He did a great job minimizing the damage that he could have gotten from that. And by minimizing, we mean getting through completely clean, of course. Great job by the rookie. Meanwhile, Team Duke doing so poorly could be rather treacherous for any new winner if the 84 falls out of the top 12 in points. Then he won't be able to cash in all those bonus points for wildcard, which could be bad. And as the 11 of CS Fast and 11, it wasn't meant to be. I think everybody's staying on track. Oh, we got some drivers coming in, mainly Hyperdrive, the guys who got damage. Fred Jones, Ringo's coming in. I think he's repairing as well. So that 66 is a little bit of dire straits because of how good the 71 is doing right now. Currently sitting in the 15th position, as you see. Let's just accelerate even further. It's going to be lap 7. Oh! Darkest Presence had a header issue that took him out of the race. So the 62 is out, as well as the others who are out, including the 11, the 42, the 84, the 9, the 19, and the 36. I really hate for Canadian Lux to lose a playoff spot like this, but like I don't think he had it in him. Like that wreck, sometimes things happen that aren't your fault. 36 cars on track back to Hyperdrive. Current leader being the 6 of Krugemeyer. Gamma running second right there. Got a couple drivers not really in it for the playoffs. Jerry, Laundrysauce, BS Fast and 11. Kyle D's in there. Fink is in there. The Puff is running in there. And Born Ready's even a little further back. So the upset potential is pretty big here as we rack them up for another green. We still have plenty of cars in the pack, so it's not safe near the front so far. The Cooker running 5th. He's got himself in a good spot. Like to see him try to compete for the win here. Jerry has a good seat here. Picking which lane he wants to be in. BS Fast and 11. He's got it done on plate tracks before. Kyle D. Only career win on a plate track a long time ago. And now we get to see, as we pan the camera back, who's going to stay in the main draft, who's not. I'm thinking it could be everybody back to maybe Fred Jones. Ringo is trying his best to stay in this main pack. His season is on the line. So he's got to do everything he can to make sure he stays with these guys. And I think he's going to be able to do that. Meanwhile, back up front, the Cooker running in main. He's got a nice car. They're all lining up. And before I got interrupted by the caution, I want to talk about that regular season battle between Jake and RS. Jake, he's doing himself a good job to keep that regular season points lead. RS Fast and 11, he doesn't just need to beat Jake. He needs to beat Jake by about a dozen spots, or hope that 77 has problems of his own. The 23 and 77 regular season battle, it could be significant here. Meanwhile, I think might have some bad news for that 66 team. He might be losing the main draft, which is pretty consequential. The 71, everything's going right for this team so far. They need to just execute and make sure they avoid any other incidents that may occur here. Krugermeyer has been pretty solid so far, through and through. Another driver who could be optimistically looking for points is the 17 team of Zents. If they get enough points and they see that 66 rolling back, I think Zents could be a big-time player here in making the playoffs. So you gotta take everybody into consideration. There's so many moving parts to a race like this that nothing is certain until the drop of the checkered flag, which is, we're about a third of the way there. We're on lap 10 of 30. I think we saw Racing Fan. He was the one who avoided that crash. He's back in the main pack. He's doing himself a fine job. Way to go. As drivers are looking for the lanes to pick. And he's got the 45 behind him. That's kind of what he needs to see if he wants to be Rookie of the Year. Just keep that 45 at bay, which he's done a great job of so far. They're getting really wide up front to back here. Nothing really. Oh, we got another one! Big air from Mizzou. Zents involved. Gamma. They're tumbling. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh! And a horrible crash. Fred Jones, they're still wrecking. 86. Eastlamp gonna see his way through. Zents took one of the hardest tumbles in series history. As Jake leads him back to the line. Now that, you can't injure him in this series. We have invincibility on our drivers here. This was one of the worst ones to do it. I think it started with Dirtman 5 and Seto's contact, ultimately taking out a number of cars. Oh, Zents got barely clipped as they're piling in the wall. Mizzou just about Elliott Sadlered that over the fence. RS Fast and 11 in the cooker there. They're still, look at that, they're tumbling. Ringo comes in and, oh, God damn. Well, that's one way to get it. Look at this. Fred Jones. Oh, Joe Mama. I think Eastlamp was involved. He didn't slow down hard enough for it. He might have been in the main pack involved in that one. God, Mizzou. You gotta think, if you're Mizzou, you were just minding your own business. Next thing you know, you're in the sky. And I think the 66 might have thought they were going to stay down up high, but he just goes right on into it as well. There are Talladega Nights ass crash, like, good lord. About killed him. In any other league, he about fucking killed him. Yeah, guys like Hyperdrive and Toad Warrior, they are so late to the scene that they actually just, it's already gone. They can just get on through. What an incident right here. I think that about takes out all the contenders that were looking for points. Ringo, Canadian Lux. Like, with the way Canadian Lux DNF'd, he's 39th. Ringo on pace for a 34th. He's going to get past the 9 in points and the 71, so it's going to come down. I think the 66 has it on points if there's a no unique winner. I mean, making sure your competition is DNF'd is certainly a strategy of all time. Maybe not a good one, but certainly is. Alright, cars coming down pit road. I think that's everybody. Yeah, everybody coming down pit road for one right here. It's a one-stopper, so they're going to make their stop right now. If you're the 66 team, you're eyeing guys like Born Ready, Racing Fan, Fink, BS, Kyle D, Jerry, Laundry Sauce. Hell, even the Puff at this point in the race. You don't want them to win. Gamma's out of the race. It really sucks. Like, some of these drivers who had seasons, they probably could have done it. But unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be for a lot of the drivers. I think they're just fuel and go right now. Oh. I think the 24 may have got a little bit of damage from drivers that he just hit on pit road. Kyle D might not be enjoying that one. Who's the first driver off pit road? It's going to be the 10, Iris. Alright. 25 drivers on track, all in the lead lap. So, the 66 will outpoint the 9. The 17 is not going to make it on points. The 71's pretty much in the playoffs at this point. The 71's in. He's locked into the playoffs. I think all the wildcard drivers are fine. I'm not sure if the 84 being low is going to affect anything. At this point, the only answer is, will the 66 hang on, or will they be a new winner in wildcard? Or will something else completely unexpected happen and I've been talking out of my ass this entire time? And if I have been, I apologize, but hey, doing math in real time is hard, okay? You have to basically just be a calculator, a human calculator, and fuck. Look, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just roll the race footage. 10 car in the lead, coming to complete the 14th of 30 laps. We are back green, and ladies and gents, I don't think it's going to be over. I don't think we're done with the cautions just yet. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think there's only going to be about 1 or 2 stragglers, but we could have at least 20 cars in main pack. That's my prediction, at least. I could be dead wrong. Kyle D, he's back there with those guys. The Puff, Eastlamp. I think they all in it. So I think we may have a little less than 20. Let's go back. I think Hyperdrive might be the first driver out of the pack, so I think 20 is a good estimate. Jake and Misty are dueling for the lead of the race here. Yeah, I think Misty Viper wants to have himself a day. Not like he needs to, he's already locked in, but hell. Those guys are coming. They're coming hard. And I think it's back to Jerry in the main pack. So Hyper, he's going to have to make friends with Kyle D. Toad Warrior and Eastlamp, they're like way off pace. That could be lap car drama near the end of the race. Another twist and turn that we, God forbid, have here. '23 of RS Fast and 11. He's still here. He's still racing. And I'm thinking he wants to win for regular season glory. He's here. Thinking Jake. If I'm Jake and I see the 23 near me, I want to work with that 23 as a 1-2 tandem. Because if I could keep him near me, then he won't outpoint me. Even if he gets first and I get second, it's still worth. Well, maybe not in bonus points, but you know what I'm talking about. If you want that regular season bonus, 15 points compared to 10 points for finishing second. Tiger Man, he sees like the low side, like he wants to work that lane. Nobody's helping him, and he almost had an incident with the 71 off of turn 3. And look at them, they're on the low side. They're trying to get something going. It might not happen. Look at this, fantasy drivers. The 14 of Razor kicking it up a notch. And Beach Brutus is still here with us as well. Beach Brutus in the 15 has had himself a season and a half. I mean, that 51, the other fantasy driver in the 51, that's been more eventful, but Beach Brutus has been here. He's been doing fine. 71's working good lanes. I think he's trying to push middle. They don't want to work with the 14. But I think RS Fast 11 is going to try and pull that, try to like help both lanes at once, so no one lane gets so much help that they clear each other. So RS is trying to play all the lanes at once right now. And Jake is trying to do good enough to keep him at bay. He's got help from the 31. Not that much help at all, actually. They're kind of drifting around each other and not really having a good tandem connection. The 14 of Razor is looking for it, though. The 71's got good push. 71's looking for a win. 71 wants to win and get some bonus points. Get some leeway going. Make some moolah, if you will. Okay, I'll stop talking. .38, I mean, trying to run your lane. 38, racing fans got the low side going strong. If the high side, oh, now they're, look at that. Jake taking the tandem. And he's actually got himself pointed in the lead, which is, you know, every driver wants to win. But Jake is playing the perfect game right now. Honestly, if I'm a 23 of RS Fast 11, I wouldn't want to play his game, but he might see speed, so he'd be like, oh, Jake go fast, me go with Jake. His, like, the caveman brain might be going for the speed, not really playing the long con here. But 38's trying to jump spots, and he did. But honestly, RS Fast 11 might want to work with Tiger Man. Nope, he goes low as well. They're just kind of have like a little mini breakaway that'll eventually get swallowed up. But the 38 is putting himself in a position where he wants to be in. He wants to be in a winning position. Like, if he can get himself to the checkered flag and jump into the playoffs, that would be quite the shock. Meanwhile, behind him, you got plenty of wide battling going on. Not as much like cars in here. I'm saying, like, let's take a look at the spreadsheet here. You only got about 20 guys. Eastlamp definitely going to be going a lap down here before long. The 60 of Toad Warrior are also quite slow. There is a 3-car group running around here, consisting of the Puff, Kyle D, and Hyperdrive. But as far as that's concerned, I think the main pack is here to stay. Born Ready, another one of those drivers looking for the glory here. The 47 is in line. I think in RS Fast 11, he got eaten up by the pack. He's kind of like minging a bit for now, trying to save up a run for later. But Jake is currently forcing his way in, which is kind of what he wants to do. Laundry Sauce, he's in the top 10. He's looking for a way in. The 99 team has kind of been hard on their luck recently. They've had some good finishes, just nothing that's able to convert to a win. And it's been probably one of our longest green flag runs right now. I think they can make it on fuel. Like I said that, oh, they're easy on fuel, but it's like, are they good on fuel? Like, the way the 43 is running makes it feel like that they're going to make another pit stop, but I don't know if they will. Like, look at them. They're actively jumping to the high side. They might try to run the high side. The 8 definitely feels like a high side runner. It almost looked like the Cooker tried to pull down to pit road, but he may have tried to be exercising a lower line that nobody really wanted to use. The 8, not really patient with the 38 right now. I see them trying to, like, move around. Yeah, the 8 is definitely moving around. He has got, and I think one thing that they are taking into consideration is, oh, a crash! The 71's in it! Jerry involved. That's going to be a caution. And that's actually going to save, probably, that might save Eastland for going a lap down. I don't think the main pack can catch him in time. Jake, Racing Fan, Laundry Sauce, it's going to be a restart. It'll help those guys have another chance. Say, like, a hyperdrive type driver. Like, somebody who isn't in the main pack, but needs help getting into the main pack. Granted, we had a couple cars crash, so unfortunate for them. But we hit the caution. The bad news is the 71 crashed as well. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think it really matters. Like, yeah, what happened sucks for this team. It was a hard hook by Bunger directly into Jerry. But at the same time, the 71's locked in. He doesn't need to worry about this. Bunger just hooks him. Oh! Big impacts for the 71 and the 4. Jerry not making that. It just, this is kind of like, honestly, that's just how it is if you're Jerry. This season just isn't going your way. And it probably never will. Like, on board with Jerry here. Yeah, it's just how it do be. You just keep running slower and slower and slower until they eventually, you're either stuck filling fields for the rest of your career, or you just cut it short. No in between. Toad Warrior, East Lap, they're coming back on lead lap. Jake, Racing Fan, Laundry Sauce, they're 1, 2, 3 right now. Those two are still working to see if they can repair the car. The 4 is out of the race. The 71 is still in the race. So he's not giving up. Like, he is this is like, I think he's like practicing for the playoffs, so to speak. Like, he sees that, like, oh, there's no use in going back out there, but he wants to order the team to get that thing repaired and get my ass back out there. We are not quitters. I love that. I love the mentality behind the 71 team. They are troopers, getting themselves everything they need, getting as much as they can. Bunger is still on track. Eastlamp, I think the top 17 drivers are the ones who are in the main pack to start. It'll be interesting to see who can still be in the main pack even after this restart. It's going to be a 5-lap exercise right here. And Jake has the advantage. So we are looking to see if the number 77 can hold him off. I think somebody might make a good jump on a restart here. Not like an illegal jump, but a good jump nonetheless. Here we go. Green, 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 green. Born ready. He's going to be optimistically peaking. Some drivers are looking for extra lanes higher. Tiger Man especially. Jake is running the show right now. I like what I'm seeing from him, but that 38, he's been in this position like a few times already in his young career. He is looking around, seeing, can I do something with this? If I can, great. If not, oh well. You see the tail of cars behind, the slower cars that may not be able to hold up with this main pack. I think Kyle D might either be the last car in the pack or the first car out of the pack. Honestly, Kyle D seemed like one of the stronger cars in the three-group tandem back there. So unfortunately, the Puff, Hyperdrive, they're back there. Just kind of coasting their day around. Toad Warrior's back there as well. Tiger Man is pushing. Giving a shove. Giving a nudge. Everything he needs to do. And I think Kyle D's out of the pack. KSS BSS looking for more points. I think this is valuable for him right here. If he can get this done, like, I know it's only a minor prize for being a wildcard driver, but every little bit counts if you're this 43 team. He'll be in, and he'll be rocking great right now. Those wildcard drivers have so much security as the 77 drifts up the track. KSS BSS looking inside. I think Jake might have the help from the 38. No, but 38 wants to peak for himself. And the 38 would be an absolute playoff crasher if he is able to make it. Tiger Man sees what's happening. He wants to keep the speed alive in the car. Laundry Sauce. He's still here, that 99. Tiger Man pushing the 38 to the front. Racing Fan and KSS. Both drivers looking for a really strong finish to this race. The 33 takes point. I mean, with how lead heavy some of these runs have been, is this what the 38 needs? Is Racing Fan ready to go? I think the 45 of Fink has something to say about it. He's pushing 34, and he's got plenty of speed behind him. Jake starting to really shuffle back. That could open a hole for the regular season battle. Look at 34-38. They are side by side, barreling down the straight. Tiger Man, he's showing himself. It's defending champion versus rookie. It is. The stakes are high here. The 45 of Fink is here. My God, that 45 is such a mean pusher, too. Whoa, they're definitely looking around for lanes. But 23 of ours, Fast and 11, is actually going so low. It kind of broke up the speed with the 31 a bit. Misty Viper trying to get that back. Razor's in third. 2 laps to go. The 14 coming low. I don't think there's any lap cars to worry about. Let's see. Yeah, East Limp is not particularly close. But 34 is still on the good defense here. RS Fast and 11. I mean, he has a good late race resurgence, but it might not be enough to get the regular season lead. But Jake is up high. He might lose enough spots. But 34 still up front. The 14 of Razor. Kicking it in the middle. You got some drivers coming down a bit of lanes. The Cooker not really working with that 8 car. The 14 still where he is. Right in second. I think that 45 is trying a high side push to the win. The rookies are connected. It would be they're marvelous, but they're not really getting as much connection now through 3 and 4 as they were before. Tiger Man trying to go for it all if he can. Coming to the white flag, Jake in a very precarious position for the regular season. RS Fast 11 might actually take it. His third compared to outside the top 10 altogether. Well, fourth, but still, this could be big for several drivers. Have the fate hinging on a single lap. The 14 drafting with Tiger Man. Fantasy drivers have never won. They've come close before, but it hasn't happened. The 14 is trying to change history today with a single draft. He's got no help, no dedicated help. He needs it. That's going to be the issue here. Frosty the Otter and RS Fast 11 are really good. RS Fast 11 looking for a regular season champion. And it looks like he might run it back. Razor, he has to make a move now. Will it come? He's going to go high. He looks high but doesn't. There's not enough momentum to be had. RS Fast 11 peaks low. I don't think it'll be enough. He's got one last Hail Mary, and no siree. Tiger Man is going to win ZenJoltis. The 23 of RS Fast 11, congratulations, you have won the regular season bonus and all of its bonuses. And every other playoff driver will be surely looking forward to a wonderful round of 16. As we take a look at those who are just now finishing the race, it is going to be a while. Wow. I don't think Tiger Man, I don't think he outpointed Jake, but he might have. I mean, that was tough, and the 77 did everything he can. But it just wasn't meant to be. One misstep in your game plan, and it's so over. But congratulations to race winner Tiger Man. He will take his third win of the season, clocking in those bonus points and being a championship threat here. Take a look at all those we crashed up today. It was a mess and a half. That's all we have for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.